Alright, let me see if I'm signed in here. And streaming. Yep, looks like it. Make sure I got audio. Yep. Make sure I got audio. Alright. Alright, so welcome everybody. We're going to do a little more work on the trike here. If you're tuning in, be sure, if you're tuning in after the stream, be sure to subscribe so you can get notifications when I do go live. So anyways, we're going to be continuing work on the trike here. Boy, it's been a process. I was hoping to get this out earlier, but we hit some problems and been kind of working through them here. I basically have to redo all the animations because when I hopped into VR, the scale of the character was all off. He was gigantic, so I had to work on some scaling here. Let me go ahead and share this URL to the Discord in case anyone wants to tune in there. Be sure to join the 5D Realities Discord. I should have it in the description, but I'll have to add it after I go live, I think. After the video has ended. Alright, let's see. Live here for a little bit. Alright, we'll see if anyone tunes in from the Discord. Yeah, be sure to like the video, and you can leave me comments if you're watching, even after the stream has ended. But alright, let's just go ahead and test this out really quick so you can see. So here you can see the old scale of the trike, and if you notice when I click start, the model is, the character is quite a bit smaller. And I've tested it in VR, and it feels right. Feels like the character might be a little too small, but hands are in the right place, so I think it should be alright. And it's a bit easier to fly now that the scale's correct. We have the bar a little bit closer to the user, and it feels pretty cool. Now we just gotta work on animating the control bar again, because if you notice, the hands don't move anymore because I threw another character in there and all the animations have to be done. I have a starting pose good here, holding onto the handlebar and everything, but we have to animate the control bar now. So let's go ahead and just land here, and then we'll get started. See if anyone joins the stream. Right. Cool. I think I'll share this stream on the Facebook page too. Let's see where this is. 5D Realities. doing some more live streaming, feel free to join in as I were on game. Okay. Go back as me. And we will go here. Come on. Hold on. Okay, share. Doing some Friday night development. Free to tune in. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Let's get to it. Alright, so we need to do the animations. Let's see, where do we start with that? So we got the characters, we're gonna have to animate the pilot. Now, we can take a look at the old character we had, and you can see he's quite a bit bigger than the current one. So we're gonna basically have to hook this guy up to what we had with the old character. And I believe, okay, we had an animator. I wonder if we could just copy this over to the meta rig over here. Alright. Alright. That should work. And then what? Copy the animation controller over. To this meta rig. Alright. Okay, we have to reference the right meta rig now. And it's referencing the ultralight trike. Okay. And then I believe we have to put the rendition of the hang glider under the meta rig, because we're going to be animating that as well. So it all needs to be under the parent object. I think that's how we had it set up. Yeah. Alright. Now, I think we start animating. Go to the animation tab here. Okay, interesting. The hang glider actually animates. Same with the pilot. But it shouldn't. Huh. What happens if we delete? Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. Alright, we're just gonna have to delete all the keyframes from the old animations. left was doing that, but we're gonna have to redo all that. And bar right, same thing. Delete all the keyframes. Alright, now the question is, do we do this animating outside of the... I think we could do it outside the prefab. If you want to get a look of all the shit attached to this trike, there you go. Alright, now we'll go into the character. Meta rig. Okay, we got to animate him here. Bar forward. Okay, so we'll start recording the animation and we will pivot the hang glider bar forward. Oh wait, actually we want to do that on like frame 60. Whoa. Wait, what? Why does it do that? Why is it animating? Hold on, maybe hold on, let's see. Now animate this. Weird, okay. Seems to be working now. So that's bar forward. Do you think that's forward enough? Yeah, anyone tuning in, feel free to leave a comment or ask any questions. We're reanimating the character because he was gigantic before when I went into VR. So we had to scale him down, which means we had to redo all the animations, which sucks, but here we're doing it again. Okay, now let's animate. That's the bar. So let's see if we can animate his arms now to match the forward bar. Guess that's gonna be his arms. Maybe let's start with his left shoulder. Alright, okay, wait, let's see. Okay, where was his hand placed on the bar? Right there. Remember where that was at, and then he's gonna push it forward. Guess we can go a little more with the shoulder. A little more with the forearm. Okay, the bar might be too... let's see. Might be too far out there. His arm won't stretch enough. Guess we'll bring the bar in a little bit. Here. About to where he has his hand. Let's see. Maybe there. No. There. Let's try that. Okay, then he needs to bring I hate how it looks like the position of that right tire is off. Let me focus on this so I can get a little better granular. And I think I need to revert. Okay, there we go. Alright. Tire's in the right spot now. Alright. Back to animation. Bar forward. Gotta be in record mode. Forearm. Let's go down a little bit. Can we get the shoulder? Wonder. Can move his shoulder up too. Alright. And then shoulder down just a little bit. You know what? Let's bring that bar just a little bit more forward. There we go. Okay. Might want to put a keyframe around here just to get the hand in a better spot, but it's not terrible. And then maybe rotate the forearm up a little bit. Alright. Oh, he pushes the bar out. Alright, so now we just need to copy those same parameters for the right arm. So shoulder left. Just gonna do this. Okay, that's the same. 80, 80, 1, 1. I think it's gonna be -1 though. -1. Alright, and then upper arm left, 48. Upper arm left, 73. Upper arm left, -37. Alright, now the forearm, 26. -12. Whoa. And 3. Okay. Push, push, push. Alright. That seems to work alright. Might put a keyframe right at 30. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, maybe like here. I'm gonna pull his forearm, or his shoulder. Back a little. No. I don't know. We'll just leave it for right now. His arm should technically go a little to the right and up. Alright, let me just copy that. Forearm, -12. See, that's right. It needs to be this one. 24. 24. And -12. 12. -4. 4. Alright. Good enough, I think. Let me stop the recording. So I think if we test this out, it should animate the bar forward. one would think. Let's see. Yeah. Yep, the forward animation is the only one that works. Alright. It's good. Yep, I'm doing a lot of loops here. I don't know why. Alright. Okay, so we got him pushing the bar forward. Now, we'll do the back animation. I guess we can stay like this. Meta rig. Go to bar back. And so we're gonna have to move the glider. Okay, recording. We'll move the rotation a little bit back. That enough? It's almost hitting his stomach, so it's gotta be good enough. Alright. That's the bar. Now I'll do his shoulder. Oh wait, wrong shoulder, left shoulder. I guess maybe just like that. And then like this. Upper shoulder just a little bit more back. Oh, that'll probably work. Alright, let me just copy that position to the right arm, upper arm, -3, upper arm, 105, and upper arm, wait, what? Something ain't right here. Okay, I think that's right. And then the forearm, 73, 136, and 137. pull the bar back. Why is his thumb like that? Hold on, let me stop recording. And get out of the animator. Just fix the thumb really quick. Oh, that would be right arm, hand, palm, thumb, thumb, thumb. Maybe like that. Alright. Do your bench presses. He's getting strong. He's got skimpy little arms. Oh, that's forward. Okay, this is back. Bar back. Bar forward. Okay, let me test it. Make sure he moves the bar forward and back. Like it's working. It's really sensitive, but I think we want that. Alright. Seems to be working. Let's do bar left. Alright. Bar forward, bar back, bar left. Okay. Recording the animation and bar left. So like that. Oh yeah, we don't want to do that. We just want to. Oh nope. 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 Wait, what? What? Oh. Dang. Anyways, it should be alright. Scale should always be 1, but oh well. Okay, let's see. So why can't I rotate this thing? What if I just like did like boop. Okay, -90, and I went here, And I did, no, not that. What? What was that one? Why is it doing this whole like roundy thing? Negative 180. Negative 180. What the heck? 0. So confused. Yeah, okay, don't want to rotate that. Keep it at negative 90. Now I want to rotate just to the left. What the heck, man? Why is it like changing the variables so much? Bar left. Okay. And then what if I go here, negative 90, negative 90. Huh, okay, it seems to work. Sometimes this animation is so finicky. Okay, we got Flying Lion in the chat. While in flight, it's less about the wing moving and more about the pilot engine moving underneath it. Yeah, it's mainly for the well, yeah, control bar. I mean, yeah, the physics are all based on weight shift. This is just the animation of the control bar. Okay, let's see. Whoop. Where'd it go? Dang it. Bar left. Alright. Keep on animating. Might be a bit too much. Maybe we'll go, wait. 90? 95? Okay. We'll go 96. Is that more or less? 94? That's 94. Alright, we'll just go 94. Okay. Now we gotta animate his arms to the left and the right. Okay, let's see. So his arm starts about there. Upper arm. This would be more his forearm. And maybe his hand. Okay, and then maybe a little shoulder. A little less shoulder. A little more to the left. A little more shoulder forward, forearm down. Is that enough, you think? Is that enough? Let's see. I think we should do more control bar input. We make the go 95. Probably. Okay, and then just adjust the forearm a little more to the left. A little more. No. Shoot. Oh, why won't it undo? Gosh darn it. The undo is broken. This wrist seems kind of funny. Should be more like that. There we go. Uh, Man, I think it should be further out. I'm just gonna redo it. Let's see. Oh, wait. Let me just delete the arms, and then the hang glider goes out to like 96, maybe 97. Alright, now we'll animate the left arm again will stretch out. Yep, this is just a finicky process, man. And my undo's broken, which is really annoying. Weird. Alright, let's see. Upper arm, forearm. I want to move the shoulder a little bit forward, forearm out, shoulder forward, forearm out, wrist up, forearm down, wrist I don't think this is right either. Redo again. Let's make that a little less. 96. Okay, left arm. Mainly extending the forearm. And then just get the upper arm in place. Alright, almost. Actually, that might be good. The wrist. Yes, this is a tedious process. Which I really hate having to redo animations. Alright, I don't know. I'm just gonna stick with that. good enough. Alright, now the upper arm right. Upper shoulder. Let's see if he's moving the bar to the left. He's got to move the forearm in to the right. And we'll move the shoulder up a little. Forearm down a little. Oh, you know why the animation undos aren't working? Because I'm in the prefab mode. Well, that's not bad actually. Let's see. That might be good enough. Bar right. Maybe just a little more on the forearm and the wrist. I don't know, let's just see what it looks like in game. Okay, let's see what the animation. Definitely looks weird with the thumb there. I think the wrist needs a little adjusting. Yeah, that left hand could use a little work. Go back. Bar left, recording. I think it's the left hand. Yeah, it needs to be like that. There we go. Just the hand here. I think that's a little better. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, feel free to ask any questions. Just doing some tedious animation here tonight. Getting the control bar animations. Still looks a little funky. I think his I don't know, probably not that big of a deal. Got it. See this left hand here? This doesn't seem right. Let me see if I can get it a little better. wrist needs to come a little bit. Oh wait, wrong hand like that. Yeah, I guess it would do that, huh? That's a little better. The wrist really bends there. Maybe the forearm just a little further out. Alright, let's take a look at that. See that animation? It's a little better. Alright, let's call that good on that one. Next, we'll go to the final bar right, and then we'll call it good on the control bar animation. Okay, back into the trike. And we're gonna go to bar right. We are going to animate the hang glider bar to basically what was at the left, which was, so it had everything at -90 to begin with. So we'll go here and we'll start recording, and then -90, -90, -90. Okay, good. Then we'll go here to 60 frames, and we'll rotate it 84, I think. Yeah, because the bar left was 96, which is 6 from 90. And then if I go to bar right, -80 would also be 6 from 90. Okay. Alright, now the hard part. The arms. Okay, here we go again. Recording the animation, mainly going to be the forearm, and the upper shoulder, a little more on the forearm, a little more on the shoulder, and the hand will rotate like that. Okay. Not too shabby. Hand a little more. He needs to outstretch his arm a bit more. That's probably the shoulder. and the forearm. Let's see. I guess mainly it's just the forearm. Yeah, if you have any questions about the game or anything you want to chat about, really, feel free to say hi. Just trying to get these animations redone for the third time, probably. I've had to redo this because I wasn't paying attention to the scale of the player. Guy's thumb is still off. Okay. That gonna work? Maybe forearm a little left. Hand a little more like that. We'll adjust it here. Forearm. Oh no. We don't want to adjust the forearm here. Just the wrist. Forearm, hand. I don't know why it's sliding like that. You need to animate the pilot's face to the look of sheer tear. Yeah, he's so calm all the time, isn't he? Oof, I can't imagine having to do facial animations. I have a hard enough time just getting the arms and the hands. I guess they got all that face tracking technology now. Boy, I don't know. My animation's not doing too good here, guys. Arm is pretty far off. You know, in this case, sometimes it's just easier. Redo it again. Shoot, wait a minute. Oh. Okay. Let's try this again. Alright. Bar seems really far out. Let's see. 84. Sword should be. Alright. upper arm, forearm, up a little bit. Hand in a little bit. Forearm. Gosh, why does it look so bad? Your animation looks fine, but we are seeing them in flat. Yeah, like you say, once you get into VR, his wrist is all messed up here. There we go. And now, down onto the bar. What do you think? Good enough? Just a little bit on the hand. Up a little. And down just a little. Alright, good enough, huh? Left. And then, okay, then we just need to do the left arm. What should just be the forearm and the upper arm and forearm down a little. Left a little. Maybe left a little more, and the hand a little bit like that. A little bit more to the left. More. Hand. Right. Pushing the control bar left. let's just test that, see how that looks. Stop recording. Moment of truth. We should have all the animations back in. God forbid we have to do that again. Seems to be working alright. The left animation could be a little better on the arm out. That's bar right, arm extended. Okay, bar right. I think his shoulder needs to come back a little. Oh shoot. This one. Or no. Yeah. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Something is wacky here. Upper arm right. How do I get, maybe this? There. Just delete that. Alright, let me take a look at that. Whew. Maybe better than it was. Left. Pretty good. I'm just gonna make him move his wrist a little bit to the right, and then we'll probably call it good. Forward, nose bar right, and the wrist, hand, record, down a little. Alright, let's see that. Okay. Looking good. Not gonna get it perfect, but it'll do probably. Get the idea. Alright, let's just try to come in. Oh, there's an eagle. Might just try to come in for a landing here. Then we'll probably call this stream done. Probably a little boring, you know. But man, that's the tedious. Get an idea of what animation's like. Props to those animators out there. I know they got a lot of motion capture stuff. But not for this game. We aren't doing any motion capture. All hand done by keyframes. Just plop it here. Should we see if it works in VR? Dare test it. If the stream crashes, you know what happened. We tried testing in VR. Let's go ahead and activate VR. VR. Activate in the editor. Grab the headset. Is it on? It's on. Alright, moment of truth. Is it gonna crash? Not seeing anything. I do see the menu though. Alright, we're in. Alright, let's see. Wait. Trike. Not the hang glider. Wow, why is the performance? Oh, let's see. Oh, that's better. Alright, let's see. That'll probably do. Kind of noticed the animations a lot more in VR. Like, why is my hand like slipping a little bit right there? Alright, let's see. Ooh. Whoa. Very sensitive. Might have to turn that setting down to the sensitivity a little bit. It's really reactive. Alright, let's see. come in over these trees. Little throttle. Whoa. Oh. Horrible landing. You know, I think I might set the, I was noticing it was a lot easier when I had, the elevator control surface is to 30. Let me try that. Take it around in third person. Yeah, we'll switch camera modes here. Bright. Throttle. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoops. Sorry, I got distracted looking at the animation. Alright. It's really, my computer's like suffering right now. It's really kind of like jittery. I mean, it feels pretty cool. Throttle. Our test landing field here. Our good old test landing field. Cow, cow. Set her down here. Oh. Alright, not too shabby. Let's just take off again. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's go ahead and fly over here. Oh yeah, third person. Forgot. Alright, let's see if we can land in third person though. We'll do our green field landing test. Can we do it? It's easy with the joystick controls, but with the grip controls, well, let's see. Throttle, throttle. Coming in steep. Oh gosh. Come on, third. Throttle. We are way too slow right now. We got this thermal like knocking me up in the air. Land. Okay. Kinda got it. Whoa. 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 Come on. Ah. Hold on. We get out of this situation. Back it up. Turn it around. Alright. I keep forgetting to keep the throttle on. No. Alright. Throttle going. Gain some speed. Yeah, it's really sensitive on that bar when I push forward. I don't know, maybe we need to decrease the elevator just a bit more. Whoa. Why am I going there? Ah. Whoa. That fence not have a collider on it? Yeah. Should put a collider on that fence. Oh. Alright. Alright. Let me just quickly add a collider to this fence object. Fence. Add box collider. Okay, that should do it. And then I was just gonna turn. Let's see. I don't know. I might do too much elevator now. It's a tough medium. Let me just turn the sensitivity down 1.75. Try that. One more test. We're going out. So any questions you got, let me know now. About to wrap up the stream. This is one last test. Let's see, what else do I gotta do here before? Oh, well, now that we updated the animations for first player, we gotta update the animations to the multiplayer, or at least assign the new animations to the multiplayer. Hold on, let me take off on the ground. I think this feels a little better with the elevator. Okay, let me land next to this fence and we'll test the fence collisions. Set her down, set her down. Alright, let me go over here. ram this fence. Oh yeah, now we ain't going through that thing. Yeah, now that the pilot's a lot smaller, that grass is like too big, but oh well. Woo. Whoa. Whoa, that made my stomach jump right there. It's kind of fun to get speed, just full throttle. Whoa. Can we land in the parking lot? Ah, thermal. Thermal. Whoa, whoa. No. Darn it. Stupid thermal. Try this again. Whew. Yeah, that is really sensitive. All right. What is the max speed? I don't really know, but you could probably get going pretty quick. I haven't really tested it, but I would say 150 miles per hour probably. Should we test it really quick? One last test. Let me turn that HUD information on. Wait, where is it? I don't see it. Oh, shoot. It's hidden. Oh, that's a problem. Anyways, we can see the knots here. There's 100 knots. 110 knots. Looks like around 110 knots is the top airspeed here. 80. $90 knots. And we are cruising. Woo. Where's the... Alright. Oh, look, we can see it in third person here. What are we in miles an hour? Yeah, let's see. $60. 71 miles an hour. 75. 80. Whoa. Right around 80 miles an hour. Seems like it should go quite a bit faster, huh? There's 90. Woo. Here around 90 miles an hour. I wonder, pause it. I wonder, wonder what the, if this is causing it to slow down. Let's see. 10. How fast can we get going now? About the same. I don't get it. It says 80 knots, but is that in miles per hour? Knots. That must be miles per hour. Yeah, it might be a little slow, no? 80 miles per hour? Should go quicker, no? We'll have to look in that a little bit tomorrow, I guess. Yeah. Alright. I think I'm going to call it a night. Thanks, Flying Lion, for tuning in. I think you're the only one tonight. Have to do more in the afternoon. Seems like more people join. Alright. Tuning off. Good night. Catch you later. See you next stream. Get these speeds adjusted here. Do some final tuning tomorrow, and we should be about... Oh yeah, multiplayer animations, gotta do that too. Hopefully, thinking Sunday might be able to roll out the Steam, hopefully. Alright guys, catch you later. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe if you want to see more streams. Tell your friends. and have a good night. Later.